Hello everybody, and welcome to part 4 of my Distress album. I am picking up where we left off in the last video, and that is finishing up the pages inside the book. So here I am adding, you know how you can have these closures where you wrap the string around the two flaps, or the envelope and the flap? I'm doing one of those. So all I did was take two different colors of Recollections cardstock, and I had a hard time trying to figure out what two colors I wanted to use, so I tried out the different combos, and I took two different size circle punches. So I'm just trying to figure out which two colors I want to use, and then I'm going around the edge with some walnut stain Distress ink. So when I did these, I think I was so excited that I finally decided on colors that I kind of made a boo-boo, and you'll see it here in a second. It's kind of funny. It was a little frustrating when it happened, but so I'm trying to add it to the envelope here with my, what's this thing called? Crocodile? I think that's what it's called. And it just would not work. Like, I don't know if these things can just give out over time, but mine does not seem to want to work. It seems every time that I've gone to use this one, I've ended up resorting to my old school eyelet setter from Making Memories. And I am so glad I hung on to it. I was actually going to throw it out or, give it away, whatever. And I held on to it, and I'm glad I did, because I go to that one now instead of that fancy thing that's not working anymore. So this is the old one. I've had this one for, oh my goodness, somewhere between 15-20 years. Well, probably 15, because I'm sure I didn't have it first when I started scrapbooking. So you notice I did it. Yay, I put the brad or eyelet or whatever it's called through the things that I want to do. But those things are supposed to be on the envelope. Yeah. So I end up having to make more, but these end up being great embellishments for the page. See, I just realized that I goofed. Luckily, I have lots of scrap paper lying around. And even when I did this step, I was supposed to put the string under it before setting it, and I forgot. But that was an easy fix because I could just tie the string around it. So that wasn't such a big deal. I'm actually kind of excited because I'm getting to do a voiceover without interruptions. Well, it should be without interruptions because nobody is home. I never get the house to myself. I like it. I'm sure once both my kids are older, moved out, I'll be like, oh, I miss it. I miss having a house full. But right now I'm enjoying it. So I'm just gathering some embellishments just to make a nice cluster to decorate it. I'm cutting the stuff that's going to be under the envelope because it's really nice stuff, and I don't know if I'll be able to get that transparency stuff. I think it's called microfiche or something like that. I don't know if I'll ever have any of that again, so I'm using it sparingly, saving where I can. And plus, there won't be that bulk under the envelope either. This is a stamp from Tim Holtz Ladies and Gentlemen stamp set by Stampers Anonymous. This stamp set I use quite a bit, and it's making me want to get more of Tim's stamp sets. Like, I have a fair amount of the old ones, but other than this one, I would say the newest ones I have are like back when he did the dogs and that set with like the monkey and the bird and emu, I think it was, like those. But I like these because they're great for background, and I don't know, I just love them. Like, they don't, like, I like things that are not themed and they can just go with anything. I am not a theme person. I really do like how that envelope turned out. I love the rusty hinge. That, I'd say that is probably, I don't know. I was going to say my absolute favorite Distress Oxide color, but I don't know. Maybe in that color family, that one's my favorite. And then in like the blues and greens, it's like cracked pistachio. I'm really loving frayed burlap too. That whole thing it does where it gets some of that blue coming through and stuff. What was another new one? Oh, I can't remember. There's another new one that came out, and I was really surprised that it became one of my favorites. So this is an old stamp set. It's from Technique Tuesday, designed by Allie Edwards. And this is from my scrapbooking days, and then I got into Project Life a little bit and the whole planner thing. And Allie Edwards made, I don't know, maybe she still does, I have no idea. I'm not in that world anymore. But she made the best stamps, like so versatile. Like, they're great for cards and for scrapbooking, for memory keeping, like planning, and just everything. I love how she had like the typed font and then the cursive, and how you could mix them together. I don't know, her stamps are just awesome. I have quite a few of hers. I used to love using them too. I used to do the December Daily. I used them for everything I did. I was kind of excited that I could use it again for this album. Making this album actually kind of reminded me a little bit of scrapbooking, with all the embellishment clusters and stuff like that. I decided to use double-sided sticky tape excuse me, on the envelopes, because where they're going to be open and closed and you're going to be putting like paper in and out of it. Like it'll probably be a bit of tugging on it. So double-sided sticky tape, it's pretty powerful stuff. So I thought I would use that and a little bit of glue. I don't want that thing going anywhere. And this is an old set of ephemera from, is it Jelly Bean? Yes, Jelly Bean Soup, Hampton Art, and it is Mix the Media. But I mean, this is from 2004. No, 2014. I doubt you'll be able to get that stuff anymore. I'd be shocked. Now, I think in the last video where I did these dictionary papers, I think that got the video clips, I think they were one of the ones that got deleted. So all I did with those dictionary papers was sprayed some distress ink on my mat, and I think I used it's an old paper and walnut stain, and that was all I did, and then dried it with the heat gun. And it's like a new dictionary, it's not an old dictionary, it's just a new one like bought from the dollar store. So that frame that you see me, like I just snipped a piece from, that is one that I used in one of the other videos from this album, the Grand Stick frame or something like that from Poppy Stamps. And take note, like don't get too focused on it, but if you use dictionary paper, depending on what you're using it for, take a little glance of the words that are showing, because it could be quite inappropriate or rude depending on what you're making and who it's for. I had a hard time finding the right pieces of paper because a lot of it, like the sheets I tore, there was a lot of just negative stuff, and I'm like, I don't want that next to a picture of me. It was like I was putting myself down. So yeah, it was a bit hard finding a good part of the paper. That circle thing there, that is they're called milk caps. It's from Tim Holtz. Is it Ideology? Ideology? I'm not sure how to say it. You know what I'm talking about. It's his. I'm just going around the page with some walnut stain. that color gets used a lot in my stain, in my oxide, in my sprays, in the archival ink pad. Whatever I have it in, it gets used a lot. I cannot make that eye look decent. I tried so many different things and it was just, I don't know, to me it's weird looking. I have no idea where I got those like paper clip type things. I've had those for so long. I think some of them I bought at my local scrapbook store years ago. And I think there are some that even came from a dollar store, but they are old. So have any of you decided to make one of these albums? I'm always curious that if anybody actually tries like something from the videos that I put out. I usually hear about it if it's like gel printing or something like that, but mini albums. I tried gel printing the other day because I want to, it's been a long time since I gave you guys a gel printing video. And I'm just out of the groove for it. And I didn't see a point in me continuing when, the mood's not there. Because then you just get frustrated and you're not going to do anything nice when you're frustrated like that. But I will try to get a gel printing video out for you guys. It's been way too long. Actually, the last probably couple weeks, I kind of feel like I've lost my creative mojo a little. It's like I'll stand up to my island and I'll start to play and it might last like 5 minutes and Like, yeah, I'm done. Just not feeling it. I don't know if it's because I know there's other things that I need to do and get done, and so I can't just let myself play because I'm just thinking about things that I could be doing or should be doing. I don't know. Sometimes that creative feeling just leaves for a little bit. This punch here, it doesn't have a name on it. It only says that it's a Fiskars punch. And I ordered it. It hasn't been many years, but it has been years. And I'm trying to remember where I ordered it from. I know it was online. I just can't remember what store. There's a good chance it's Simon Says Stamp, but I'm not certain. Most of my ordering comes from there. Even though they're US, I just find their prices are good, even with the conversion. And it doesn't take forever to get here, and I don't have to pay duty because they take care of it. So that is great. Like if I gotta pay duty, I'm not going to order from there. Or if the shipping is outrageous, and their shipping is good. To Canada anyways. Like some places, even in Canada, like I live in Ontario, Canada, and for me to order something from BC, Alberta, I think it was BC, like the shipping is outrageous. Like more, the shipping costs more to come from BC than it does to come from the States. And I know there are parts in the States that are closer to me than BC is, but like it's not like it's coming from Detroit or, you know, which is just probably not even a couple hours away. So I don't know. I don't know why it costs so much to ship from BC. That is Ice Spruce Distress Oxide Spray. I just took that to the sewing machine. So after this video, there will only be one left, and that is the album being put together and a cover being made for the album. And then that'll be it for this series. I do hope you enjoyed them. I know the last video was a bust. That was so frustrating. I felt so bad, but honestly, there was nothing I could do, and if there was, I didn't know how to do it, and my husband didn't know how to do it. Like, he tried, I tried, and there was nothing. It was nowhere to be found. It just got deleted somehow, and it didn't even go to the recycling bin. It just permanently deleted. So I don't know. I have a love and hate relationship with computers. Can't go without them, but they infuriate me when they're not working properly. These are little glue dots that I've had for so long and I don't use them, and they are great. Like, I actually wanted to find more reasons to use them. They're just so quick and easy. It's great for little embellishments like that. And that card is from an old paper pad. I think that one is a, what was it called? Smash, was it Smashbox? I don't know. Remember the old junk journal type things? I know the word smash is in it. But that was a paper pad by them. Oh, that's driving me crazy now. Do I have it near me? Oh, it's just smash. It's not smash anything, just simply smash. Oh, that seems weird. I like that paper punch too. It's by We Are Memory Keepers. I do love the worded side of that tab, but it was the same color as the paper and it was just looking too drab, so I backed it with black so it would stand out a bit more. You wouldn't think it would be so hard trying to find the right things for your little clusters, but it was very time consuming. I'm also kind of picky and indecisive, so that really doesn't help. People blow me away that can just like put something and just commit to it and glue it down right away. It's like, no, I have to try 500 different things first. No way. So that is it for the inside pages. All that's left is to put the album together, make the cover, and show you how I did that. So I hope you enjoyed this video more than the last one, since there were no missing clips. I'm still so sorry about that. I know there was nothing I could do, but still, I felt pretty crappy about that. So I hope this one was a lot better, and I can't wait for the next video because I really like the cover. And then it's all done, and if you guys want to make one, you have all the videos ready for you. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate all your likes and comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.